Hi, I'm Lynique. I graduated from John Jay in June 2023 with a degree in English, and I'm currently a BASTA Fellow. I transferred to John Jay as a junior after a break between colleges. I transferred at the height of the pandemic, spring 21, which was not an ideal time. I didn't have a chance to explore the campus or get to know where everything was because everything was remote and online. When I first came to campus, it was the following semester, fall 21. Classes were still following a hybrid schedule. All in-person classes were once a week, so there weren't many opportunities to meet people. Somehow, I managed through this virtual communication landscape and connected with one of my professors, Liz Eukins. She ran a student-led peer group called CLASS, Creating Liberal Arts Student Success, and recommended that I apply for a paid peer leader position with that organization. I did that in spring 22 and was soon hired and started my training that summer. In class, I worked with the other peer leaders to create workshops and events to help develop a community for and bring awareness of resources to students majoring in the humanities. We held a workshop on time management and major advising called Dine and Manage to Success, had a book club that met regularly to read and discuss Wild Tongues Can't Be Tamed, and also held a workshop with CCPD to help students better understand how to apply for internships. My role in class was to also act as a liaison between class and Humanities in Action, or HUM 277, since I was also a student in that class. My job was to relate what was being taught in Humanities in Action to an event that class could produce. The justice topic for Humanities in Action was voting rights, and since I wanted to do my job with class, I thought we should put the two together. Because the class was so focused on a history of voting rights and how things have changed, who gets to vote, who has the right to vote, why not bring that to the greater John Jay campus? There is a voter registration drive going on at the beginning of the semester, and I thought, great timing, what a great opportunity. I thought it might be good to create an event to get students who register to vote to actually get out and vote. I proposed this idea for a tabling event called Who's on Your Ballot to Class, and then approached Makita Jordan, the Associate Director of the Center for Student Involvement and Leadership. It all came together pretty quickly, and I designed pamphlets to hand out to students that gave them information on voting dates and times, polling sites, and candidates. And also, we had examples of ballots so that students understood how to read one. Through my work on this tabling event, I was invited by Makita Jordan to become a Civic Corps leader, another paid position on campus, and I was responsible for helping to plan civically engaged events. I also helped coordinate the inaugural Civic Engagement Conference at John Jay called Leadership in Action to help students understand that their activism can be big and small, and how to utilize technology to their advantage, because a lot of activism and civic engagement is online, and how to translate that into a physical and tangible change in your community. For me, this was big, because the conference was all online, and I had to reach out to speakers and professors who agreed to present and make sure that they not only showed up, but I also had to use Zoom in a totally different way than I was used to. And to learn how to use Zoom in a webinar space and spotlighting people when they speak, as well as create breakout rooms. As coursework that has helped me on my career path, I would say that the research project I did in Humanities in Action really helped because it wasn't very limiting. It helped me realize that there are other skills that my English major is teaching me that can translate to other fields, other career fields, and that I don't have to stay in academia or teaching for the rest of my days. The research project also helped me realize that there's a general unsolved problem that affects a certain subset of people. My research project focused on the causes of why Black female teens are failing high school, and I think having that knowledge, I can use that information in any future endeavors I pursue. Because if someone is struggling, I can figure out a way to really work with them in a way that is more beneficial to them, as opposed to forcing them into a curriculum that is only the one way. It helped me look at education in a different way. Right now, I'm in the BASTA Fellowship, which is an unpaid career prep readiness fellowship. I still have access to CCPD at John Jay, but I'm expanding my network through BASTA, through the connections I'm making there. Each week, I'm learning a different skill pertaining to how to fix my resume, how to answer the "tell me about yourself" question in 3 different contexts, and then soon I'll do interview prep and then prepare for job search. I'm still figuring out exactly what I want to do. I'm looking at copywriter and editing jobs, but the goal of the fellowship is to get a job within the first 6 months to a year after finishing the fellowship. I'm trying to combine all of my interests into one career.